Islam. Welcome back to the Moor Culture Podcast.
Islam.
I'm your host, Brother Tashen Edwards Bey, and we're back. We're back with our co-host, the Elder Sheikh, Brother Sharif Bey, and our co-host. Welcome back, Mo. It's been a few weeks.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Peace.
Islam, Brother Najee Bey. Islam. We're back. This is episode actually 39. I think last week I misspoke and said we were on 39 last week, but it was actually 38 last week, and this is 39. Islam. Correction. So that is in Supreme Mathematics. Understanding Born. Islam. Understanding Born.
Islam.
Yeah. So before we go too much further, I just want to greet everybody with peace, Islam, Assalamu alaikum, Alafia, Yonio, Hotep, Shalom, Namaste. Islam, it all means peace. And last order of agenda before we get into it is our praises and honors in true Moorish fashion. Islam, Brother Sharif, want to start us off with your praises and honors for today?
Yes. Praise Allah. Ramadan Mubarak. In the spirit of 7, I'd like to give high honors to Allah and His holy divine prophet, Noble Drew Ali, our Father who art in heaven, and his forerunner, Marcus Mosaic Garvey, in honor to Jesus, Buddha, Confucius, and Mohammed. May Allah be pleased with them for their mighty works. In honor to Emily Hill, may Allah be pleased with him for his mighty work. In honor to the Spirit of Truth, Jay Givenels, may Allah be pleased with him for his mighty work. And honor to the Nazarene, Allah Il, may Allah be pleased with him for his mighty work. And honor to the God man of the day, Jerome Grand Bay, may Allah be pleased with him for his mighty work. And honor to Master Adab Hamid Anderson El, and honor to Magi Master Sidney Rossan El, and high honor to the Grand Resurrector, Chief Grand Resurrector, Timothy Dingle L, hyphenated Noble Drawley, and his brother Richardson Dingle L, and his other half, Mother Ruth, Mother Wisdom, Grand Noblest, Louise Dingle L, and their daughter Diane Dingle L, and Grand Secretary Margaret Thompson Bay, and our Supreme Grand Governor R. Stone L, and his assistant Robert Page L, and his assistant Grand Governor Chim L, and honor to Grand Governor Grand Governor J. Howard Bay. Honor to all of the people understanding my voice, and honor for all those who are involved with the uplifting of fallen humanity, and honor to all our great ancestors. Peace. Mojuba. Ashe.
Islam, Brother Najee. There's some praise and honors I'd like to give today?
Yes, I like to give praise and honors to the guardians of the universe that the Creator had put us here to guard this earth and to be one with nature and to go back to those things that help us grow and prosper and be peace to the world and peace to the woman and peace to all those who are uplifting fallen humanity. Peace.
Islam, oh, thank you for that. I'd like to rise on the spirit of the 7 and give all praises to Allah, high honors to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali and his forerunner Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Islam, and high honors to all past and present leadership of the Moorish Science Temple of America. High honors to all Moors worldwide, known and unknown. High honors to all true and divine prophets of Allah that stand on the square of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Islam, high honors to all of our ancestors and everybody that paved the way for us to be here. Islam. Happy Holy Day. Happy Ramadan. Happy Black History Month.
Moorish History Month.
Moorish History Month. Thank you for the correction, Mo. Happy Moorish History Month. Happy Moorish History Year. Islam. I know Ramadan is kind of the subject you wanted to talk about a little bit today, more.
Yes, I want to go into chapter 3 first. Quran.
Okay.
Circle 7, Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America, divinely prepared by the noble prophet Drew Ali to redeem his people from their sinful and fallen state of humanity back to their highest plane of spirit life at one with their Father God Allah. Chapter 3. Again Elihu met his pupils in the sacred grove and said, No man live unto himself, for every living thing is bound by cord to every other living thing. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will love not demand love in return. They would not do unto other men what they would not have other men do unto them. There are two selves, the higher self and lower self. The higher self is the human spirit clothed in soul made in the form of a law. The lower self, the carnal self, the body of desires, is a reflection of the higher self that's distorted by the murky ethers of the flesh. The lower self is an illusion will pass away. The higher self is a law and man and will not pass away. The higher self is an embodiment of truth. The lower self is truth reversed. The lower self is truth reversed, distorted by the murky ethers of the flesh. The higher self is the mother virtues and harmonies of life. The lower self breeds hatred, slander, lewdness, murder, theft, and everything that it harms. It is rich in promises and poor in blessing and peace. It offers pleasure, joy, and satisfying gain, but give unrest, misery, and death. It gives men apples that are lovely to the eye and pleasant to the smell. They are coral full of bitterness and gall. If you would ask me what to study, I would say yourself. He who knows well his lower self knows the illusions of the world, knows the things that pass away, and he who knows the higher self knows of law. Excuse me, if you would ask me what to study, I would say yourself. Well, I have studied them, and then would ask me what to study next, I would say yourself. He who knows well his lower self knows the illusion of the world, knows the things that pass away, and he who knows his higher self knows the law, knows well the things that cannot pass away. Thrice blessed is the man who has made purity and love his very own. He's been ransomed from the perils of his lower self and is himself, his higher self. Men seek salvation from the evil that deems they live in bondage of the neither worlds. They have gods that are but demons in these skies, all powerful, full of jealousy, hate, and lust, whose favors must be bought with costly sacrifice of fruits and lives of lives of beasts. Excuse me. And lives of birds and beasts. Excuse me again.
You good, Mo? Take your time.
You good, Mo?
I'm zoning over.
I left my
Lot.
Okay.
I'm zoning, so I got to go back.
I wish I had I unfortunately left my Quran in the car.
Yeah.
Sister Hodge, do you have a Circle 7 by hand, offhand?
I'm zoning. Just read the first part of the verse, and I'll be back. And lives of birds and animals and humankind. Yet they possess no gods. Yet they possess no ears to hear, no eyes to see, no heart to sympathize, no power to save. This evil is a myth. These gods are made of air and clothed with the shadow of thought. If man would be redeemed from his devil, he must look within. His name is self, lower self. If man would find a savior, he must look within. When the demon self has been dethroned, the savior love will be exalted to the throne of power. David light is purity, he slays strong, Goliath of darkness, seek the savior love upon the throne. Islam. I was so, it takes me work there, but
The fact that you recite so many of these verses,
yes, because
off the top
the
of your head is
prophet once
wild.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
the prophet bought us a Quran Circle 7. He wants us. He said, worship under your own vine and fig tree. And he wants us to get inside that Circle 7, which is a sacred circle. And all the Moors out there that say they give honor to Jesus, Buddha, Confucius, Muhammad, they supposed to know how to teach that to fallen humanity.
That's right.
Not sound like no Paul parrot. Just because you heard somebody else say it. What do you know about it?
Then you mimic.
Yeah, because humanity's in trouble.
Humanity's really in trouble.
This day, Ramadan's holy month, because it's time for people to wake up and get their act in order. Many come, but few are chosen. And if you don't know how to get off of your lower self, you'll get on the cross. Shaitan gonna nail you to the cross. They already did a beautiful job of nailing us to the cross as it is.
And speaking of the cross, may I interject, bro?
Go ahead.
Speaking of the cross, what the people don't know who walks around with them crosses on and all these things, it's the T that was in the first name of a demon god called Tamu.
That's right.
And that's where that come from. That's a T, and it stands for Tamu, a demon god. So try to educate yourselves before you go on or an adventure into something that you know have no knowledge of, because these symbols and signs and different things are way deeper than you think. And signs and symbols are only for a conscious man. And a conscious woman.
And also going back to the cross, what it's saying, know yourself. With this, I started off saying know yourself, that when we come into the flesh, in the carnal world, we on the cross, we don't now speak to people and stuff and speak with hate. That's on the cross.
That's on the cross.
Fiery words, that's shaitan. If
That's
you don't know how
right.
to control your mouth, that's the devil, that's Satan.
That's right.
So I seek refuge in Allah from Satan when Satan attacks. It'll come in your own household attack.
In your whole household.
You got to learn how to control that mouth, because every time you come up out of that mouth, you plant a seed.
But the thing is about that Satan is that you can either, because most of the things that they're doing and going on right now are spells and sorcery. As if it's up to you as an individual to know thyself. And the strongest power is to know the love for yourself. And then those type spells won't affect you. But if you don't know thyself, and you don't know anything about who you are first and what your body needs as nourishment, far as being healthy, and also the healthy things that you eat. And when I speak of eating, I'm speaking of the things that you put into your mind.
Consume
Into your mind. It's all consumed. These things can be toxic and poisonous too.
And wicked thoughts are seeds.
Wicked thoughts are seeds.
They blossom. Keep your bad mouth to yourself. That's poison. That's a serpent's venom.
That's
people
right.
that don't let talk to people shouting all the time. That's Satan, man.
That's
Satan.
Satan.
The hell.
That's toxic.
Did you read that in James 3 about the tongue?
That's bad for your health.
Yeah, it got in the tongue lies the power of life and death.
That's right.
That's why we ain't came so far as a people, because we don't have to talk to one another.
That's right.
The woman don't have no respect for the man, and the man don't have no respect for the woman.
That's
because
right.
how are women gonna learn how to be women, copying off the colonizers' women?
And the kids see this.
And so, and getting into Ramadan, the first 10 days is about asking Allah for mercy. The second 10 days is asking forgiveness, and the third 10 days end is asking for deliverance from the hellfire.
That's right. That's
To
right.
come into the Jannah.
Because our tongue put us in the hellfire.
Jannah's heaven. That's a state of mind.
That's right.
That's like that's a land that we come into for being obedient to Allah. So you ain't got to fall on your lower self. You ain't got to walk.
It's that
run to and
peace.
for the earth, act like a serpent.
It's the peace.
You can talk to people. You ain't got to run to and for the earth, act like Lucifer, Satan, devil, dragon, and beast. Only reason why we fell as a people, so forth and so on, as Moors in America, because a lot of us still act like Lucifer, Satan, devil, dragon, and beast. We can't see the powers that be at work, crucifying us as a nation of people, oppressing us.
That's right.
We can't get up because we don't have true leadership. They sold our freedom up for politics.
And the first thing,
Politicians try to play like they the new revolutionaries.
the politicians don't represent you because they represent black people, and black means void. So therefore, there's no such thing.
And so they got you caught up in the politics because they don't want you to know that you own the land.
That's right.
They don't want to teach you knowledge of self.
They declassified you and erased your history so that you, with your ignorance of self, think that you're from somewhere else and got them thinking they from here.
So,
and you giving it the energy, because the energy put into their holidays and their sorcery and all this energy is creating things. You're manifesting things. They would have nothing if we didn't manifest it for them, because we have the power, because we are the only natural people here on this earth. Stop celebrating their holidays. Stop supporting these people. Everything about them that we try to follow is toxic to us. Their health, their diets, we follow their diets. Their health, our people try to imitate them when you're the creator and they're the creation.
And you are what you eat.
You are.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just because right now on the rise is colorectal cancer,
Yes,
which is
that's
literally what is going through your body and exiting out, and it's on the rise. That's how Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther. That's how he passed. We just had somebody else that was an entertainer that just passed recently, and it absolutely is from following the colonizers' diet,
That's right.
100%, and trusting in what they're producing and trusting in the science experiments they come up with in their laboratories and in their
What they're
factories and selling to us.
And going back, your words is important because a lot of these the words will help resurrect the masses, bring your people back under their vine and fig tree to worship who we are. It's real important because my vine and fig tree. I can go into the Nation of Islam. I can go to Moor Science Temple. I can even go into an Asiatic church and sit down and say, this is my vine. But I also watch out for genetic warfare, was also on the rise. That keeps us oppressed. We got our people, like the politicians and so forth and so on, and they keep acting like they're going to fight for us for a public policy.
But you know how
Excuse me?
Go ahead, Mo.
A public policy ain't never been good for none of us.
That's right.
So they ask you for that. They're going to bring change. They want you to vote for them so you can change your public policy. There's a difference between administrative law and constitutional law. Constitutional and treaty law is the highest law in the land, but administrative law is public policy. So they got you under the spell of public policy. So we as a people have to come together and change that.
That's right, because they have you under statutory law, and we're not a statutory people. We're international people, and under international law, there's under international law, a land that is occupied cannot be annexed.
Yes.
So this whole thing that they're doing and got going on here is all false. It's all false. But like I said, you're giving it energy because when they ask you, when you come into the court and they ask you, who are you, and you give them that name, that all capital letters, the corporation that they created.
Well, they got a lot of us Atlantis.
That's when they got jurisdiction.
Law.
Right.
Maritime law,
And that's
they bring
when
you into their land, right?
Right.
And the land
into their law.
Let me say,
land.
you ain't let me finish. You
Right,
know what I'm gonna say?
Go ahead. They bring you into the land.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
they bring you into their land, which is maritime law, which is Atlantis.
Yeah.
And they create a world for you and stuff like that, right? Then the next thing you know, you're all caught up and you're not under your own vine and fig tree. You ain't got nothing. They're not even. We ain't even from the same species.
Right. So
and then, as the Holy Quran says, Satan makes things fair seeming. He made it fair seeming to you, and he lured you off the square into his land. We don't belong there.
So there's a disconnect between us and nature, and have us under their sorcery and their statutory laws and rules. But we're international people, and under international law, these people are committing crimes against humanity and war crimes because this is not their land. They're not indigenous to this land or any other land.
So we as a people, all our organizations out there, I'm not talking about them house Negroes, right? But we had people that want change got to get together, and we had to study international law and how it applied to us. Because public policy don't apply to us, and they make trillions of dollars locking us up.
Yeah, we became a commodity for them under their statutory laws, and none of these laws that they're doing or anything else they don't have any validity. You just give it power, just like you give their money power by believing that it's worth something when it's only a piece of paper.
And we had to support our own institutions. Because
right.
this whole demonstration is ran off institutions.
That's right.
If you get older and you ain't walking right and stuff, they waiting for you.
So we got to step away from their law into true law.
But if you get older and you get sick, they're waiting for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have enough love for one another where we can create our own institutions, right?
That's right.
So when something happened to us, we go into our institution.
We would never have our elderly, when we was growing up, Mo, our elderly lived there with us. We took care of our elderly. Yes. We didn't put them in no nursing home and let other people take care of your people. That's your people. That's your lineage there. You don't let other people take care of your lineage. And these people know nothing about your lineage.
Then you don't mix your children with everybody.
That's right.
It's coming flashing right before your eyes what they do to children. They even eat people.
They eat children and eat people.
They sacrificing children to Baal.
They haven't changed.
We study Baal in the church when we was young, who Baal was. Reading your Bible, talking about Baal worship.
That's right.
And
they
we're
haven't
talking
changed.
about cannibalism.
And that's what they do.
And so you house Negroes, right, that want to make things fair seeming, the Holy Quran is revealing you.
Yep.
We got to depart from you because we're not even from the same land or the same state of mind.
That's right.
What I say to you today, is A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim.
Yeah, and we're going to make sure that you and your thinking and your information be an island of their own. Didn't they say a man could be an island of their own?
Yeah.
As long as we don't interact with you, because we're moving forward. You don't represent us. You don't represent our values, our heritage, our legacy, or our culture. So we don't need you.
We have some powerful organizations in America, Moor Science Temple America, Nation of Islam, so forth and so on. We have to identify who we are.
We got to identify who we are.
Because a lot of history's not being taught.
That's
about
right.
who we are.
And if you
they got their schools open up to us, teaching us. And so a lot of us don't know history because a lot of us can't read.
That's right.
So the night that the Quran was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, the angel Jibril, shook and said, Iqra. He said, I can't. Iqra. I can't. He said, read the name of your garden Lord. Taught man the use of the pen, taught him which he knew not. That's why he's called the unlettered apostle. Elijah Muhammad was unlettered too. Mm-hmm. And Minister Farrakhan stepped forth to speak in behalf of Elijah Muhammad. But we all got a message when it comes to fallen humanity because this is Resurrection Day.
That's right.
Islam.
That's right. So we can't be following the path of our enemy because they never did anything for us. They always did everything against us because they have a serious inferiority complex.
They promised, they didn't keep.
They never kept any promise, any treaties. And you see what they're doing today. They're going to different countries, kidnapping people, their leaders, and bringing them back, strong-arming them like the mafia.
And you see who our so-called leaders are following?
They're following them.
You got to look at them and separate from them. And then when you start separating and cleaning your life up and stuff, your greatest dreams
and they're saying
vision will be answered as long as you live right.
And
because that's the man of sin.
Yep.
The man of sin is them.
And they're saying they're doing it all in the name of Christianity. So how can you
they got blue and brown eyes.
Take on your enemy's religion that has no good for you because you are not the same. You are not the same people as these. You are the only natural people on this earth. So the things that are natural and that the universe revealed to us is what we should be consuming, not only with nature, with the food, but in our thoughts too. If we follow anything that these people consume, or if we try to imitate, then it will destroy us. And that's what's happening to our people now. That's why our health is bad and our neighborhoods are bad, because we are accepting these things that they're giving to us. Like they're throwing us scraps and we're eating it. So we have to know self, because if you can't identify self, you can't identify your enemy that's in front of you.
And look at Prophet Noble. He said, what is your nationality? So as brother was talking, these people, why don't you start asking them some of their nationality? Because that defines their jurisdiction. A lot of them ain't from here.
Ask them who they are.
None of them are. None of them really are.
Yeah, they're not from here, and they came on this land, and then they'll get law positions, these types of, because a lot of you people run to and fro the earth. Y'all begin to act like them. Mm-hmm. Y'all begin to get into Baal worship. Look at the people, the so-called leaders. Look at what's happening today, all around the world. I'm not only talking about Christianity. I'm talking about them files. Y'all don't talk about. It can't be put on no one religion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well,
so who you want to lead you? That means this is time. This is the grand resurrection. It's time. The Holy Quran says, never does allow change the conditions of a people until they change within their heart.
That's right. That's right. So we have to get back to those things that are natural to us, because there's wickedness all through the land and sorcery and witchcraft going on. But you have to be up. You have to be ultra high virus, what they call ultra virus, in your higher self, so that these things won't affect you, and you can see them for what they really are. You can see the delusion that they put up in front, the illusion that they put up in front of you, and you could be able to dictate and navigate through these things. But unless you know self and stop looking outside of self for your answers, because all your answers come from inside. You never heard anything call you on the phone and say, here's the answer to your problem. Your problems come from inside. So know thyself.
Holy Quran says, hold on tight to the rope of Allah. Allah is closer to you than the jugular vein. And so, yeah, we have to learn how to go within self.
That's right.
Because self is important. Your DNA, your genetic blueprint. Why do they call it the blueprint? What do you do to the blueprint? You read.
That's right.
When you read in your blueprint, you studying yourself.
And self ain't the one you see when you look in the mirror. Self is the energy that's giving you choices that will make you consciously able to make decisions.
Self
and
is the spirit,
good decisions.
The spirit, the vibration.
That's right. It's a
only
higher frequency.
Two spirits, the spirit of truth and truth of falsehood. This way, this day, choose whom you will serve.
That's
will
right.
You serve Allah, will you serve man?
So if you want to deal with your lower frequency, you might as well just lay on the ground and drag your ass across the streets.
Yeah, because the lower self, the dragon, is constantly trying to devour you.
That's a dragon.
It doesn't matter who you are. Everybody got a dragon or a jinn that tried to devour them, because they said Prophet Muhammad, he made his jinn makes a lot.
And you want to fly
That's
high.
what we have to do. You got to make your jinn submit and make prayer. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Mom.
Because them energies are in you, just like, for instance, can I share something with y'all, please? I was telling somebody the other day that all the sperm cells was shot into the woman's ovary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm doing sexual intercourse. Millions of female men are shot, and only one fertilized with the ovary and stuff like that.
That's right. So that means you got a purpose. Go ahead,
only
Mo.
one fertilized, one graduate, and come down the birth canal. That's you. But the ones didn't make it. They're called. That's still part of the genetic codes of the jinn. They said they on. That's the Holy Quran called it the unseen, right?
The unseen.
They still see you today. Why you have brother? They get him because they still jealous of you.
That's right.
And feel special because Allah let you be here today.
And you may
That's
think
everybody.
You may think this whole world is against you, but it's only because you're the creator of it all. That's envy and jealousy. You created everything on this earth. We had knowledge of all things given to us by our ancestors and forefathers and the prophets. Mm-hmm. So you want to travel on your higher frequency so you can look down at all this and you can see it for what it really is. But if you're trying to be a part of it, you can never see it because it's right there in your face and you would never see it. And if you didn't know the science of self, you'll never see what the tactics that they use to keep you in a state of lower frequency.
It's just like I was telling now, I'm going to go back to some things I was telling them previously, right, about our history. King Ferdinand, Queen Isabel kicked all the Moors out of Spain in 1492, except those who wanted to become Christians.
That's
then
right.
You had the papal bulls. Pope Nicholas and Pope Alexander, two of them that I know, gave people permission to steal these lands in the name of Christianity.
That's right.
And it's still going on.
And it's still going
on. They use a lot of house Negroes are agents.
They never change.
Yeah, a lot of them are agents. And they wonder why they ain't got land, they ain't got property.
And they give them crumbs.
They're homeless.
And they give them crumbs, but yet they want to be there so bad, smiling and shucking and jiving.
But the land don't belong to the Catholic Church, and the Supreme Court said it. Everybody said it. Not only people of the other ethnicities is coming forth. When you house Negroes won't come forth and claim some land as people that of other ethnicities come forth with more spirit than you have.
And they're claiming it because you want to be Negro, black, and colored. You want to be everything but who you are.
I'm not talking about them claiming.
Basically.
I'm talking about them telling us. I'm not talking about them claiming it. I'm talking about, there's some that do that too, but I'm talking about some of them are on our side telling the truth.
Oh, yeah, there's some of them
versus those people that say they have a God, they pray to the God and so forth, and they go forth and tell lies.
Lies.
Real quick, on this note, I feel compelled to just give a quick moment of remembrance for the brother Jesse Jackson. So just want to make sure.
The one called you Afro-American.
I mean, it seems like
the one stole your
the one
birthright.
that was a Cherokee.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Cherokee Indian stole your birthright and told him to call you you African Moor? You African Moor, huh?
I'm
Moorish American.
All right, so may Allah bless him for the good that he
did.
May Allah bless you for the good that you did. But I'm in the here and now.
Islam.
In the Holy Quran, you call that existentialism.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Okay.
I mean, I'm sorry, in psychology, you call that existentialism, right? It's what we're going to do the day on the resurrection day.
That's right.
Because Allah's in you, Allah's in me, Allah's in him, and Allah's in the master. So we got to steer Allah within us to bring change.
To bring change. We got to
Because
bring Allah.
because that that's fears of shaitan. That fear is being whispered all across social media.
Because fear is a spell.
It's a spell.
It's a spell.
Why I got to look, Marcus Garvey said, when you fear another man, you insult your creator.
That's
right.
right.
Why
That's
I got to be fear of a man that I ain't never seen because they gave me an entitled position, yet I'm praying all the time to the Lord of the heavens, to the Lord of the universe, to the Lord of the worlds, and after I get up out of my prayer, I look at a man, I'm scared.
Yeah.
It ain't something
right.
wrong with that equation. And whoever teach people stuff like that, fear is wrong.
Fear is
That's
wrong.
why you gotta let because the Bible even said, worship the Lord in spirit and truth. That's why you gotta let Allah live in you today.
And courage
And when
is
you
natural.
let Allah live in you today, you be a changed individual. And I'm talking on behalf of us here in America. Been through all this affliction. We got people over there in them other countries don't care about us. Just because they say they Muslim, whatever, so that don't mean, a Christian, that don't mean nothing.
That don't mean
Jesus
nothing.
said you tell a tree by the fruit it bears.
That's right.
He said you should know them by their fruits.
And look at their rotten fruit.
They'll come, but to the good ones, praises be to Allah. Because I've been some good brothers too, inspirational to me. But a lot of people coming over here now need to straighten their act out. Because this is not their land either. They're into with the conspiracy.
They're into the conspiracy that all this Caucasian / European nations practice. Like when we was at war with these people, we went to war with 7 different countries. So if
All right,
y'all
so
ever
you think
wondering
all French people,
why?
all the French people, you think they were all Europeans? I mean, of all the ethnicity.
Well, they weren't European. No, not from the beginning. The
They
Europeans.
had some French that looked just like us.
Well, that was the Jamaldis. The Europeans
you ain't
were
let me finish
Jamaldis.
what I'm saying.
Go ahead. What you're saying?
When we speak and we look at things, when we look at, say, a certain group of people, right? They always have some of us with them to help them fight because they can't fight the battles by themselves.
Yeah, but the thing is, what I was speaking about was I'm not talking about Europeans because they're not the Europeans.
We're
the
superior
Europeans.
fighters.
Yeah.
Because you know where I told you where the tank came from, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know where the gun came from?
Yeah, we've discussed this before.
Where'd the gun come from?
Well, you know where the gun comes.
I'm asking you.
Right now, I mean, we don't
you know where
have
the
to
gun
say
come
it
from,
on here.
The blow dart.
Huh? The blow
The
dart.
blow dart.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that.
So they study us to get ahead. Even the so-called called black woman was help with the creation of the atom bomb.
Mm-hmm.
We're involved with all these patents, and people just use them and turn them on us, just like we created the internet and all that.
Everything.
And everything's being turned on us. And while we got a couple of house niggas want some brownie,
That's pushing right along with these people.
Because our politics and their politics is not the same. What we're about today is freedom.
Yep, that's right. And they're pushing the falsehoods onto our people. They are the gatekeepers. These people won't do anything for us because they don't represent us. So we had to get the memo that they don't represent us. We represent ourselves, and we have to separate to be our own government.
Brown eyes and blue eyes.
Yep, yep. There are
laws.
laws.
A lot of them that from all walks of life. That's why when Jesus said, "Oh, you generations of vipers."
Yep.
A viper speaks some nasty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So when we, this is a holy month, when you come from divine, you come from here.
Mm-hmm.
Because they want you to come from here when you speak. But when you come from here when you speak, they can't mess with you.
They can't mess with it.
That's dynamite.
They need you on a lower frequency in order to deal with and communicate with you. Just like in their courtrooms, they're all fiction. So you really, as a real living human being of the creature of the creator of the universe created, they can't deal with you because their whole world is a fictitious world.
What Shaitan fears most is you picking up that holy Quran. Mm-hmm. That's why Allah says, hold on tight to the rope of Allah. Because when you internalize that Quran, and when that dragon come upon you and stuff, he can't come upon you because that light is with you to protect you.
That's right.
Don't get caught up into illusions, because everybody got an individual fight, but we got the same fight. Mm-hmm. That's why I pray to Allah to teach us how to master our five senses, because our five senses is our sight.
That's right. That's going back to nature. Mm-hmm. We have to become one with nature and one with self and one with the universe, and then that way we can we will live on forever. But with ignorance, we're limiting our lifespan, and we're limiting generations to come. So we had to be on our highest frequency and the highest vibration that we can be on in order to move into the fifth dimension anyway.
And going back, as the Holy Quran said, Shaitan said he would come from the left and the right, before you, behind you, and ambush you. That's what the Catholic Church did to us and put us in slavery.
That's what the Catholic Church
and
did to
us. We ain't came back to life yet.
That's right.
And a lot of people think they living and walking not godly, not in holiness.
That's right. Not in equality. So not in peace.
Real quick on that note, you mentioned something before we went on, Mo, and also what you're saying now, Najee, about returning to nature. Is Ramadan marks the beginning of it's a new moon, and that seems to be the calendar we probably should be more in tune with. That's natural calendar is paying attention to the cycles.
There's a month.
The solar cycles.
The month we just got up out of the month of Shaban, right? Then it came into Ramadan, right?
Yeah.
Then it's more months. So, inshallah, we're gonna tell the month and the year that when we speak, because people just gotta wake up. Because if you don't wake up, my people, you're in the grave. You don't know jack.
That's right.
You not only that calendar, you got to know about the Aztec calendar and all that. Well, it's because the Moorish said we measure time by cycle ages. There's many different cycles that we go through. Like another time cycle, we're in the Aquarian age.
That's right.
We ain't in the Piscean age no more. So that's why things are changing. And so it's like a whirlpool.
That's right.
And if you can't swim and stuff, you get caught up into that bad, evil cycle.
And
that vicious cycle, as the Moorish used to call it.
And if you ignore the truth just to be comfortable, and what I mean by that was me and a sister was talking earlier today, and she said something about bless me. And I told her, don't ever say bless me, because it means to be less me or less than.
Yeah,
And it also means blood. And the etymology of the word means blood.
yeah, that's why that's why we say barracuts.
So she said, that's right. And she said to me, I understand all that, but I'm going to still use the word bless me. That means that you're ignorant and you're going to, after knowing truth, you're going to respectfully be ignorant anyway. You're going to, choose to be ignorant.
So
and
we
that's
say,
what
we
a
say
lot of our
barracuts
people
was
do.
Barracuts also means favors.
That's
the
right.
Favors of Allah.
And see, as long as you ignore the truth, you're going against nature. So in order to move with nature and move with the currency that everything is operating on in this universe, you have to accept the truth. And you have to know that the truth starts within you, within self. So operate on the truth is the highest frequency. Operating on lies, deceit, scamming, and murder and lust and all that, that will never get us into the future as far as the people.
So the
But
question
operate
is,
on the higher frequency and not that lower frequency that we've been moving on and be here for centuries to come.
that's why Ramadan is real sacred time of the year because you're fasting and you're going into a different state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting focused because we have been ambushed as a whole group of people. That's why our nationality was stolen from us.
That's right.
And we keep going to the table negotiating about you don't sell your nationality out. You are who you are.
And
You don't have to be like them because Allah got an elevated place for you.
that's right. And you got to understand how great you really are because they don't steal from the great. I mean, from bad people. They don't steal your culture and your history. That if you were a bad person, then they wouldn't be doing all this stuff to you. You know what I mean?
If you're worthless.
And
If you're worthless, so you're worth a whole lot more
Yeah,
than what
because
they
the only
represent.
reason why they got liquor stores on every corner and keep putting off drugs everywhere because they fear the Allah in you.
That's right.
So that's why we here to help you to bring forth Allah in you.
That's right.
And
Because
when you bring forth Allah in you and stuff, this whole demonstration is going to change. The prophecy of your forefathers is going to be true.
and they keep them liquor stores in your neighborhood because they can't deal with the law spirit in you. So they put another spirit in you that can operate and on a frequency that they can understand. Because what we really got here is a failure to communicate.
Yes, because when you got a law spirit in you, you're undefeated.
That's right.
Why do you think we always win in the boxing, in the sports and all that?
And in life, period. Be grateful for everything you have because it's more than what you started out with. You know what I mean? So be grateful and be honest with yourself how great and beautiful you are as a people.
Who's the basketball stars? Who's the football stars?
That's right. Who's the scientists that got their spaceships to the moon?
Who's
the scientists that created the cell phone?
Who's the superior athlete?
That's right. Who invented everything?
But you also can be superior to Allah when you be obedient.
And you don't have to steal from people that's worthless.
You don't have to be the man of sin.
That's right. You don't have to. You can move forward with greatness and move forward on a higher frequency that these people can't even touch you. That's the divine powers that's in you that came from your natural bloodline with the dirt, the rocks, the trees, and everything else. So fly your indigenous flag high.
And when you sin, them spirits invite you to join them in the graveyard. You don't even feel right when you sin.
And see, when you
feel dead when you sin. So we have to leave that sin alone.
Yeah, when you're dealing with your higher self, then they can't keep up with you. They can't even look at you straight in the eye because they see that energy coming, popping out of you and blinding the world. You become the light.
And so once you get into the light, it reveal your past will start being revealed what you did in the past.
That's right.
So you got to work off that karma.
Yeah, you got to work. We all got things to work on, but you're still great.
You got to work on it because Allah ain't gonna accept it like that.
You're still great.
He said, "Yeah, I done showed you.
That's right.
He show you all that energy, that divinity and stuff like that.
That's a
And after he
fact.
show you all that, you got to go back into the pit. Oh, no. I
No,
don't
you
wanna be in
can't
no
turn
pit.
around. You got to always move forward.
Uh-huh.
You can't turn around and go back because the pit's back there.
And it looks like it's a lot of people. What's in
It's
in
a
the
big
pit,
line back there.
What-
It's a
what'd you
big
say?
line, Mo.
You said a
It's
big
a
line?
big line
What
out
about the
there.
dragon?
Yeah, they in there with
Hey,
the
but-
dragon. They trading scales
what
with
about
the
the Lucifer,
dragon.
Satan, devil, dragon, and beast? Is he there, Bo?
They all there. They all there.
Where is he? Where?
In back of you.
Of course.
Or below you. Where's he at?
Or he's beneath.
He's beneath.
Beneath
Oh, you
me.
stepped on him. Bo.
He's beneath
Step on
me.
his head. Step on his head and
He's
keep him
beneath
there.
But if you let it, if he get loose,
He's gonna step on your
yeah,
head.
it's just like you're in a wrestling match.
That's right.
Because a lot of these people in this land, they know about it.
They know,
In the
bro.
sports, the wrestling and all, what you think when somebody be fighting a karate tournament or a wrestling match, what you think they be letting loose?
They're making moves.
They're the demons, the devil,
Yeah, they're making
Letting
moves.
loose.
The dragon.
the dragon,
They're trying to trap
the
you
dragon,
up.
the beast,
Yeah,
the beast,
They're trying to trap you up.
the beast.
So you got to constantly be moving.
What do you think of the football game?
What? Think about it. It's
What
barbaric.
you
Isn't it?
think's in the football game?
What's in it?
Is Lucifer, Satan, devil, dragon, beast there?
All of it, bro. All of it.
That's right.
There's a movie that Marlon Wayne's made a movie called Him, and it was kind of about that to an extent. Have you seen that preview? At least he made it the football player look real like demonic, and how he went left with it, and it's like a horror movie kind of.
Really?
Yeah, showing like how you want to be revered almost as a god in sports,
You
and
become
in order
corrupt.
and you become real corrupt. Get into that place. Yeah.
And that's what happens with us because then we start thinking that we start thinking that we're in control of everything, and that we're operating on a frequency of our own, and that we can make these things happen. But that's when we separate ourselves, trying to imitate this European, this Caucasian. We try to imitate the Caucasian and lose the Caucasian, to lose ourselves. Yeah, the Grimaldian people. The Grimaldian people. They were dark skinned. But when you follow them, yeah, if you follow them in their ways, it will surely get you to hell faster. So you keep following these people that you know nothing of and keep straying after the gods of these Europeans, and you'll get the same thing that you're always getting. That's why you never get anywhere, and you're praying for blue eye, brown hair devil, look like a hippie. Somebody
They don't got hair.
John Lemon.
They got fur.
They're fur, that's right. So you keep on praying to him, even though y'all be saying, I got a black Jesus in my church, but your mindset is that Caucasian is
what did we see
God.
the other day about that church, when I told you to go around the corner?
Oh yeah, the angels on the church they were melanated people. They were melanated angels on the church.
They were dark.
But that's
shade,
because
right?
and I explained when we were talking about how Eastern Europeans stuck with the script, the true Messiah, who the true Messiah was, and Western European, they came out with this Caucasian that they created, this Neanderthal that they created, and told everybody of indigenous yoke that they were God, so they could steal the land and the resources.
It was real eye opening. We went to the Masonic Lodge in D.C. and they had the melanated hand.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
we took a picture of it. We talked about it. We took a picture of the stained glass up in the I don't know if it's the top floor or where it
You got a
was.
picture of it?
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
yeah. It's a melanated hand, and it's that Jesus, the Caucasian Jesus, is reaching up
It's
to the
reaching up
melanated
to the
hand.
melanated hand. Yep.
Yeah. I think we posted
Well,
it on
what they did
Facebook.
what they did was that shows you how far you had to climb, and that's what Ramadan is. It's about a month of climbing.
That's right.
And it gets me because a lot of Moors can't talk about Ramadan unless they completed the fast.
Mm-hmm.
You got to really complete the fast to understand
To understand it.
what Ramadan is, because you have a lot of Moors that talk against that.
Mm-hmm.
And they, that ain't right. You got some things you got to experience. Just like even with us as a people, we got to constantly go to school and re-educate ourselves.
That's right.
Because they messed us up.
Because they throwing darts at us. They
Yeah, we
throwing
talked about
darts at us.
that.
Yeah, you see
Yep.
it?
Yeah, I said, yeah. They still got us in the pit.
Mm-hmm.
They got us in the pit, but Ramadan's a time to come up out of the pit.
Because they know who you are, you just don't know who you are, right,
They
bro?
know who you are.
They know your
They
power.
know who you are, and they know who they put on the cross.
And that's why they put sanctions on you and don't give you a job and put you in unemployment.
Unemployment is a sin.
All these things.
Unemployment is a crime.
And that's why we got to create our own economy.
Have you on welfare and Social Security when the goals belong to you as an individual
Anyway.
people.
Anyway,
Well, it's a crime.
it's a crime. It's a war crime.
I don't care if they don't worship Black History Month. I'm not black.
I know. Who cares about that?
A self-fulfilling prophecy is when somebody called you something for so long you actually became.
They owe a
that.
debt. They owe a debt.
So those people that call themselves Negro, Black, and colored, somebody separated you from your God, as you would say.
That's right.
From yourself.
Yourself, from your higher self. You're separated.
You're separated. And you can't, a lot of them don't want to come back or find their way
But
back.
that's all right, because when that fire gets hot enough, they're going to wish they came
And
back.
we're going to be leaving them behind. So those who want to come forward, vibrate on a higher frequency and you'll get the answers to all your questions that you need, and these things will start manifesting in your life to make your life better and with peace.
Islam. If you're seeking fellowship, seeking somebody to walk that path with, come visit us here in the temple, Federation Moorish Science Temple of America, temple number 4, right here, 715 North King Street, 715 North King Street, Wilmington, Delaware. Come check us out, moorculturecenter.com. Every holy day, every Friday at the God Hour, 7 p.m. right here. Please come visit and join with us. Proclaim your nationality, Islam.
Islam.
Go ahead. I was just
Ramadan Mubarak.
Yeah, and Ramadan is the fasting. What fasting does, what a lot of people don't do, is during the month of Ramadan, Muslims fast and they pray. But also with the fasting and the drinking the water, cleansing the body, the fasting is regenerating the cells, giving you all new cells. So it's very important function in fasting and in Ramadan.
And what you call this here, Mo?
third eye,
Right here.
crown,
The
chakra, dome.
The dome,
What's that?
the kingdom, right?
The
The temple,
right.
the temple.
That's the altar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the pillars right there.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
So you have let people disrespect you in a way and stuff because of some lies people told. They said this is who you are, and you believed it.
And you believed it.
Satan whispered into your ears.
You
and called
believed it.
He whispered in your ears and called you black, Negro, black, and colored,
Yep.
and you accepted it. And that's why you can't get up today.
And you know what
Because
else?
he's all about destroying Allah and you.
You know what else?
The Allah that's closer to you than the jugular vein.
You know what else?
What's that?
They ain't and ask, who is this speaking to me up there? Who is this speaking to me?
Yeah. and not only that, stay up out of hellfire. You're in a
'Cause
wrong relationship with a woman or man that you don't belong with, you're in the hellfire.
you're in the hellfire.
They gonna bring them bad energies and stuff.
Anything toxic.
Yes.
If it's a toxic relationship, a toxic food that you're eating,
Taking a
it all
drink.
brings you one place, to the hellfires. So give it up and start caring more about yourself and your community, and start caring more about the universe and the earth that we're on, that we may be on it for a little while longer, and take care of it. We'll take care of ourselves. We can take care of it. And it all falls in place because everything in the universe is numerical. It was numbers. It's all numbers. And what you're doing right now with your life, if you're obese, if you're listening to that European, then you're out of line. You're unaligned.
And if you listen to unconscious Asiatic, you
That's right. That's right. Well, all people in general that has a negative aura around them.
Yeah.
If you listen to that, then you're going to end up one place. You'll end up sick. You'll end up unhealthy naturally. You'll end up mentally
Because
unhappy and
they
anguish.
make big money off their hospitals.
And that's why you have to take care of yourself, take care of your mind, body, and soul, that you may live a righteous life and a peaceful life.
Right.
That's right.
Because the bottom line is Allah loves you. And when you come on back home and leave all that crazy stuff alone, Allah's going to redeem you, and His light's going to shine in you. And in Arabic, we say Noor, it's a light. It's going to shine in you. And people going to see that change, and we're going to clean our communities up, because they're not going to do that, because they make trillions of dollars off it.
They love it. They exploiting it.
When I talk about the Crusades and how we were ambushing the Crusades, that's what all these wars is about.
That's right.
All around the world today, and they capitalize off us if you're being dumb and stupid.
And under
We're
these
taking into that
spells,
bull crap.
under these spells, they made
Don't
us a
spell.
commodity. They made you a commodity.
And you got a direct connection to Allah, because you're closer to your jugular vein.
And
You can dismiss all that.
and
You ain't got to live like that.
And you have to love yourself. Love yourself so you can love your community and love the world that you have, because you have a lot to be grateful for. Even though these people do what they do all around the world, we're hated around the world because we're the original tribe of Judah anyway. But they can't stop us, because we are the Superman and Superwomen on this universe.
And to the Muslims out there, Holy Quran says, Mecca says, and we chose Israel above nations. I'm not talking about them people, Israel over there. I'm talking about a Muslim and Israeli. It's one and the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're the Semitic people. People ain't teaching that.
That's right.
That's why when they fear you, when you pick up that Quran, even if you ain't even got, I'm not asking nobody to follow me. I'm asking people to do research.
Do your research.
When you do your research, your lights will come on.
That's right.
Because what they've been doing to us now and stuff, it don't make no sense that you wander in darkness, act like you don't know what time it is.
And Ray,
Speed up your mind, because when you study right, that's better than a Cadillac.
and Ray Charles can see what they're doing to us. So, and what they're doing, see, what they do is they put things out there so you can make the wrong choices. They put these obstacles, like it's like a maze, and they want you to go down a certain path. But if you know thyself, you come up with the righteousness, and then you'll know how to navigate this little maze that they put in front of you. But without knowledge of self, you have no knowledge of the Creator. You have no knowledge of anything.
Because you are descendants of the oldest temple in the world. Oldest temple in the universe. And you can open up the doors by living right. Open up the doors of your souls and go in all different type of chambers. Right there.
That's
It ain't in the physical, it's in the spiritual.
It ain't
they
hard to
fear
do.
you.
It ain't hard to do.
All them people sell them wolf tickets, Allah will cash in them wolf tickets.
That's right. All you got to do, no matter what that other person is doing, is be the best that you can be. And spread the love into the world, because we don't have enough love. And love is the most powerful energy. And if you're spreading love, then hate has nowhere to go. And Satan dwindles like a dead rose.
Be upright, be righteous.
You got to be upright and be righteous. Try to help each other and help your community, because we are all we got. And we're at battle here. We're at war. Like he said, we're in the Crusades right now. We never stopped being in the Crusades. It's just they started smiling and patting you on the back, making you think you was a part of the program.
And they gave you a little piece of pencil to let you know that exists. They denied everything.
They gave you a red, white, and blue flag, that little one, to swing around.
And they send you, like the Holy Quran says, we have rehearsed unto you clear signs.
That's right.
So the signs are being rehearsed to us, and we have leadership out there that's hiding it.
And what's happening is we're getting taxation without representation, and you want to be represented if you're getting your money taken away. What are they doing with your money if they're not representing you with it? If you're not, they are oppressing you with your own money. They're paying for these police to beat you upside the head. They're paying for these Proud Boy undercover ICE agents and feds and everything else because all of them are racist, Christian nationalists. You hear? Christian nationalists.
The Republican Party call themselves conservative Christians.
Christians.
When Nigeria, Trump bombed Nigeria. They gave the order to bomb Nigeria, right?
Mm-hmm.
My question is, what is so-called black people studying? That's just evidence of the Crusades, right?
That's right.
And we got all these ministers of that ethnicity say their leadership, and that what they just did, they bombed Nigeria.
That's right. And look, if you don't have to believe what we're saying.
They took the advantage because they had more power.
Yeah. They take advantage because they bullies, they gangsters. They like to take your stuff.
But you got a bunch of so-called people that keep supporting. So I'm telling you, stop supporting wrong.
They got a whole network.
Stand for love, truth, peace, freedom, justice.
They got a whole network.
If you see injustice, and you don't say nothing about it, you're a part of it.
You're a part of it. You're just as worse as any of them. Because
and I'm speaking uplifted fallen humanity.
Uplift fallen humanity. That's what we do.
All around the globe. Ain't nobody better than you.
That's our mission and our purpose, all of us. All of you are here on this earth today. You have a purpose. And your purpose is to uplift fallen humanity. Because fallen humanity done lost its morals, done lost itself. So we have to bring it back by knowing ourselves so that we can uplift it out of us and get this aura around the world and build a better place for all of us.
That's a 360 mode.
That's the 360.
That's the divinosphere. That's divinity.
Everything in the universe operates in 360 degrees. So it's coming and you can catch it. Just catch it at the higher plane and then you can stay there.
And order is one of the laws of the universe.
That's right.
So we got to try to stay in order. Don't let nobody pull you up out of order.
That's right. That's why stay on code. You have to stay on code.
So when you stay on code, you start getting help. When Allah's proud of us when we live right.
That's right.
We want to receive our barakats, our favors from Allah, by living right, especially now because people and saints, especially when people kidnapping them children and doing bad things to the children.
Them.
Watch your children.
That's right. Keep your eye on your children.
That should be enough for you to watch your children there.
And don't feed them.
We're dealing with some animalistic beasts.
And don't feed them McDonald's.
These are beasts.
Don't feed them McDonald's, please. Don't feed them
McDonald's. Stop trying to be like Barbie dolls too, because that's the kind they like.
Yeah, and Jesse Jackson has passed, and we hope his journey will be one of peace and love. But Jesse Jackson passing. They left us codes. As long as we stay on codes, we don't need a leader because we all be following that same light and that same protection.
That's a vicious cycle. That same vicious cycle took us up out of the garden.
And they can get rid of a leader.
The garden's still here.
They can get rid of a leader, but they can't get rid of a thought.
Yeah, the garden's still. The Holy Quran said.
Everything is still here.
The Holy Quran said, then did Shaitan cause them to slip from the state of felicity that they're in. During this Ramadan and stuff, we come back and focus. We getting into the garden.
The garden, that's
right. The jinn ain't loud in the garden.
That's right. And the thought, that's why they say, if you think about it, you might have already did it. Because everything is manifested on this earth from the thought. That's the first thing is the thought. And you got to get your thinking right.
And Allah's watching you to see how he want to hear your testimony. See what you got to support the truth or a lie.
And your testimony is your works.
If you support a lie, you're a coward.
That's right.
And a coward dies 1,000 deaths.
1,000 deaths. If you turn your back on truth, like these Palestinians getting killed, these Palestinians getting killed, that's a genocide, and that's the same genocide the same people did here first.
Not only that, you had United Arab Emirates attacking Sudan. Muslims attacking Muslims for gold and stuff like that make Dubai look good. That's what I'm saying. My American brothers and sisters, we have a special place in the world. You have to identify who you are. You're not a part of that mess.
And the Catholics attacked the Protestants, so all that's mess. It's all garbage. All that brings about is war. Know thyself, and then you'll know the Creator.
And what King Leopold did, and ain't nobody He never answered to it. And the League of Nations ain't saying nothing.
That's why I said
what he did to the Congo. And you got people act like it was never nothing.
That's why I
you
said
got to be on guard with who's in this world with you. Study your environment.
that's why I said they live in an illusion because all the hate, the Black Wall Street, and all the hate and massacres, they would eat our people. They make furniture out of us, and they act like it ain't never happened.
Inshallah, we want to go over the next time. How many towns were sunken, and how many places was destroyed. We got
hundreds of them. I
We'll
got
go-
the paperwork.
It's
already.
good. It's good to list them and go through it all.
That's
like,
right.
I wasn't too aware of it when I first heard about Black Wall Street. Was like mind boggling to me. But then we really dig deep. It's like wait, this was they had the Red Summer. I think they called it right. It was
That's
a whole
right.
summer
That's
of
right.
nonstop burning down towns and killing people and running them out of the towns. And it's sad and disgusting.
generation of the vipers. Jesus was talking about had a feast.
Listen, the first time they dropped a bomb in America was there on
Yeah,
Tulsa.
that's the first
They're
bomb, yeah.
they're dropping bombs on their own people,
On
and
us.
then fast forward, so many years, they're dropping bombs in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
the Move
Philadelphia,
movement.
The Move.
Oh my goodness,
See,
dropping
they're
bombs
at war
on us.
with us. They have always been at war with us.
Seriously.
And understand, as we talk about how the industrial, we're talking about how the doctrine of discovery comes into the present day.
Mm-hmm.
Even the military and the prison industrial complex
And the
is
church.
a part of it. Yeah, how they keep us in most of us are in these prisons.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the people that say they want to be Christ-like need to wake up and start telling the truth.
I know.
Stop letting them make a hustle off us and put their own kind there.
That's right.
Or close them down.
And see-
How you gonna send somebody in prison and make trillions of dollars off people in the prison and look what's happening on that island?
And they changed the
Look what's
13th.
happening on the island with them children.
It shows you.
They don't want to bring them to justice.
It shows you.
Excuse me.
It shows you.
Excuse me.
Go ahead.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they locked all of us up all these years, so many years, made trillions of dollars, why can't them people that can't be locked up for what they did to children?
That's right. They should be. That just shows you how wicked these people are. And the whole thing about their what they're doing to the children is they never stopped doing this to the children. Just like they never stopped practicing slavery. The 15th Amendment, they put, or what was it, the 13th Amendment?
14th.
No, it was the 13th Amendment stated that there would be no servitude
14.
except, no, that's the 13th. It's the 13th. Except for if you they put a but on there, but if you convicted of a crime. So these people never stopped human trafficking. They never stopped slavery. They never stopped stealing. They never stopped anything.
People, I was a little boy, and you saying these people, right? When I was a little boy and I watched people of our ethnicity support them.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about that
I'm
right
saying
now.
I was in pain.
Yeah,
You ain't
but
let me
this
finish.
is before
You're not
that,
let me
brother.
saying what I'm saying.
Okay, go ahead and say what you're saying.
They helped and they participated in the same action that crucified me. Inshallah, come past with a brother that took a part of that, and we're gonna tell what they did.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in general when when they came here, and they came here as prisoners, and we wasn't with them then. They came here as prisoners, individuals. These group of people came here as prisoners, and once they got their freedom, or taste of freedom, and they created these armies to take over our government, they were on their own. They were on their own. When they was eating us, when they were, hold on, let me finish, brother. Let me finish. When that's true. But when they were eating us and making furniture out of us and all these things, that wasn't us doing that. That was them doing that. They did the most wicked things to us that you can imagine under this world, and it had nothing to do with us. That was their plan. They take an oath. They take, hold on. They take an oath in Europe. They take an oath in their skull and bones. They take an oath in the Jesuit order. They take an oath to destroy us. And these ones that they don't look like us. So you can't say our people didn't plan this to happen to us like
I'm
this.
a Libra. I'm a balance.
Yeah, well,
I'm a
it's
Libra,
no
I'm balanced
balance.
scales. What about
Because
that?
we wasn't
What
doing it to
about-
people.
What about,
No, hold
what
on,
about
hold on.
Tennessee?
Hold on, brother.
When them police
Hold on.
officers, when them
Hold
police
on a minute.
officers,
But no, hold on a minute. I want to
they
ask
look
you
like
one
us.
question.
Excuse me, don't point, bro.
I
Don't
know.
point.
But let me ask you
Please
one
don't
question.
point.
Let me
Please
ask you
don't
one.
point.
I'm not pointing. I'm going to ask you a question, though, because you keep saying us. Like we all
No,
one
I
big
say,
family.
no, I'm gonna dismiss
What
this
did
because
our people do?
No, you. Every time we go
What
through
did-
this,
no,
we
no,
can
hold
wait.
on, hold on. I'm not answer this one question. All you gotta do is answer this question. When we were out here, when we ruled the world, was we teaching people sciences and teaching them and building and architect? What ain't that what we was doing?
But you know what I learned in the
No,
temple?
but was that what
I'm
we was
gonna
doing?
answer.
Answer.
I learned in the temple one like that we had slaves. So what you
Yeah.
so balance? Yeah,
We didn't have slaves.
Yes, that's what the sheik said.
I'm saying before there were Caucasians on this earth, did we have slaves?
All I'm saying is stuff.
No, did
No.
we have slaves? No.
Slaves, the institution of slavery is old.
Before they came on this earth,
We
did
had
we
them
have
slaves first.
That's what, but I'm saying before they was even on the
They
earth.
learned slavery
What
from
was
us.
we doing?
They learned slavery from us.
Yeah, but what were we doing? Yeah, because we had them.
There's a
enslaved
lot of things
first.
we're doing.
But we were building the earth. We were building. We was creating. We was educating. That's what we were. That's our lineage, brother.
So why are we doing
this
it now?
stuff that they're
Why
doing,
aren't we doing it now?
Because what are they doing? They're
You can't
following
blame
the
everything
gods,
on
they're
them.
following the gods of Europe. Our people done took on these people personality.
That's right.
What the whole
That's
conditioning.
all I
That's
said.
what the whole.
That's all I said.
But that's what
That's
the
all-
whole conditioning
That's all I was
is.
saying.
Hold on a minute, I know, but that's what the whole conditioning is, reminding you every year that you was a slave. You was a slave. This is all you were good for. That's to beat you down from the Creator that we always were. And before these people were on here, before we created these beings, we weren't like that. We weren't like that as a people.
When the prophets
we
came,
weren't like
when
that
the
as a
prophets
people.
came, when the prophets came with justice right and threw them swords right, they went out to the unbelievers.
Yeah.
When unbelievers was of all shades.
Yeah, but
So I hear what you're saying,
yeah,
right?
you understand what I'm saying,
Yeah,
though.
but
yeah.
unbelievers was all shades, just
Yeah.
like that's like I experienced something in some places, right? What I was telling you about today, right?
Yeah.
It's there. It's everywhere.
But I'm saying in the beginning, it wasn't like that in the beginning.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, but it wasn't
I
that.
did not. What's
Yeah.
all right? Like I was just saying, right?
Mhm.
What is United Arab Emirates doing to Sudan?
Yeah, these are traits.
What is Libya doing? What is the Libyans doing to people that look like us?
From what is the lower self? Lust,
But-
greed.
but
yeah, I
that's-
understand what you're saying. The lower self is lust, greed, theft, and all these other things, right? Well, we learned, these are learned things. The way our people are acting today is because they created what? They created what? Say it.
They create the world.
No, they created what?
Oh yeah, you know what they
The
created.
nigger. They
Yeah,
created the nigger.
But what I'm just saying to you, what I'm saying to you, and so forth and so on, right? Going back, we just had all that fire off this and that, right? But in Libya, in Libya, they got us slaves.
Well,
Let me see. Hold on. Look.
But why?
Look,
But why?
look,
Why?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Look, Mo, pick me up. Look.
Why?
Look, Mo, pick me up. Look.
Mo.
Over in Sudan, people look like us is being attacked from Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and they're stealing our gold.
They're stealing everything.
And Mecca used to belong to us.
And you know why?
You know,
You know why
before
we
the
did
Saudi
this?
Arabia, before the Saudi family owned Mecca,
Look.
they look like us.
Look.
Nation of Islam said Adam means black mud, huh?
That's right. But look, Mo. Listen, Mo. Listen.
Oh, we got to get off. So make this.
Okay,
Make,
this
final
is
thoughts.
fast.
Final thoughts. Final
If I
thoughts.
didn't lose my thought, Mo.
It's a lot
This-
of fun.
this-
lot of ethers crack, a lot of
This
science, a lot of
is.
energy.
Remember when we talked about the Bible or the bullet, and what they do with after?
Bible or the
They
bullet.
sent the missionaries in with the Bible. So they done taught these people to hate themselves and to follow their ways, and so that's what's going on in the Sudan and the EU and all that.
So see how we just cracked them ethers? We gotta go to another plane and learn how to crack them. I go on different planes to crack them.
All right.
That's right.
Let's come back.
You're
Let's
universal.
let's come to the middle plane. Let's start landing the plane.
Okay,
So
let's
give me
land
give me
the
your
plane.
give me your final thoughts, Mo.
May Allah bless you and keep you. May Allah cause the light of his countenance to fall down upon you and be gracious unto you. May Allah lift up the light of his countenance upon you and give you peace. May the sweet communion of Holy Spirit rest, rule, and abide with you henceforth and forevermore. And may Allah dismiss you from this place, but not our presence. Amen.
That's right. And
Yes,
start
man.
loving one another and taking care of each other, because this is all we got. Being with Sharif all the time, hanging out with Sharif, I give up dollars to people if they ask. I can't say no. I gotta give them $1. I can't say I ain't got nobody, but we gotta do that with each other. We gotta help each other because we all we got. And let's start practicing love and peace and intelligence with each other.
And right now, we as a people, we really need each other. I mean, we got our differences and stuff,
Yeah.
but let's unite on what we have in common.
In common.
I love all my brothers and sisters in the Moorish Science Temple of America. I love all my brothers and sisters in the Nation of Islam.
That's
and
right.
the Garveyite movement, them different movements. We need to come together
We
because
gotta come
the
together.
colonizer want us to argue with one another. So this ain't the time for us to be apart. United we stand, divided we fall.
That's
Peace.
right. And
Islam.
we have to come together because we are all we got, and we could be stronger as a unit.
Islam, come be a part of this. Come join with us. Come fellowship with us and unify with us so we can make more waves happen. We are here, 715 North King Street, moreculturecenter.com. Let's make it happen.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Praise
Islam.
Allah.
That's right.
Ramadan Mubarak.
That's right. Peace, y'all.
Peace.